The Toronto International Snowmobile, ATV, and Power Sports Show is not only the kickoff to my own personal season of snowmobiling, it's also the kickoff for us at STV. So that's why we decided to make this show part of our very first episode of the season.
It's also the first year back for this show after the pandemic restrictions, so it's definitely awesome to see all the exhibitors and the crowds of people taking time out of a very nice fall weekend to attend a power sports consumer show. There was a little apprehension on both the management and exhibitor sides whether or not the people would be back, but judging by the numbers on the show floor, enthusiasm is as strong as ever. It was great to be back talking to the people who stopped by our STV booth and also catch up with so many friends in the power sports world. For me, it really got me into the spirit of the upcoming snowmobile season. And
this year for STV, we're working on some big plans, but we've also found some new plans that we've discovered here at the show, which is a great place to start your next epic snowmobiling season.
Like I mentioned off the top, the Toronto International Snowmobile, ATV, and Power Sports Show has been my seasonal kickoff for the sled season for a long time. Really, ever since the days of the old Markham Fairgrounds, where the smell of two-stroke mixed with the aroma of barnyard. Things have definitely changed a lot in 35 years. This show is more than just a run-of-the-mill trade show. First off, it's presented in a city setting at the International Centre, which is close to the Pearson Airport in Toronto. This definitely elevates the consumer experience because there's free parking, climate-controlled halls, concessions, and even carpet to walk on. This environment's also a comfortable one, allowing the consumers to engage with the exhibitors that range from corporate booths that have all the new machines, company reps, and personalities of the brands, to the aftermarket suppliers where you can talk directly to the people behind your favorite shops, to people from the riding regions all over the country that are there to help you plan your next snowmobiling adventure. Also improving the experience here is an indoor ATV test track for the Youth Rider Training Program and an inside stunt show. These riders at the stunt show put on an exhibition of talent on the ground or in the air. And if the noises and smells don't get your blood pumping or thinking about setting up a ramp in your backyard, well, nothing will. All in all, the experience here at the International Centre is slightly more corporate. Now, if you're looking for a grassroots type of event, there's plenty of swap meets like the one at the Sledorama Show in Peterborough happening all over the Snowbelt. The Sledorama Show also has exhibitor booths both inside and outside the arena grounds, and there's even a show and shine. But typically, the only new sleds you'll find at an event like this are at the dealership booths that are participating. Outside is where you'll find the swap meets, and even if you're not into searching for that elusive vintage part or a complete sled, the swap meets deliver a great trip down memory lane to the old days of snowmobiling. Checking out the eccentric stalls and vendors selling old memorabilia, you may find something you weren't even looking for, but that will make an excellent addition to your personal collection. Wherever you find this type of event, remember the early bird gets the worm. Plan on attending early and to practice your bartering skills for the best deal on the largest selection of junk. Valuable rust. No, let's just go with good snowmobile stuff. Now, even if you don't buy anything at all, these events are another great place to get the pre-season snowmobile juices flowing. Now, racing is another way to do this as well. Throughout the fall months, grass drags are happening all over. The smell of two-stroke in the air or the pop of blow-off valves should be enough to launch any one season of sledding. The granddaddy to all these events is Heydays. This September event encompasses everything. There's all four manufacturers with corporate displays and all their new models, plus aftermarket vendors with their latest parts and accessories, and there is the most epic swap meet you can imagine where you can literally find almost anything at, and not just snowmobile stuff either. Need a bench seat for a 1997 Chevy truck? You can get it here. Power sports racing of all kinds is also a big part of the party at Heydays, and here you'll find some of the best at what they do. The speeds on the grass drag track are simply insane. You really need to see these things in person to get a sense of how fast these sleds actually are. Heydays is also the place where the manufacturers unveil their new race sleds or even some new models, so being here can get you a ringside seat to see the sleds for the first time in public. Arctic Cat dropped some of the biggest news of the industry this season at Heydays with the public intro of their new Catalyst platform, which was also on display at the Toronto International Snowmobile ATV and Powersports Show. This sled is a game changer for Cat, and getting up close to the new chassis is another bonus for people attending this type of show.
Everybody that has seen it has just been like, wow, that's a sweet looking ride, you know, and they're excited about it. A lot of competitive customers are like, yeah, that's something I think I want, and you know, they want to demo it and everything. So we're going to do some demo programs to be able to get people on the sleds and experience what we think is the best value of it, is just how it works. But like this event in Toronto is just, it is so cool to see so many people. And I was just this morning, I was kind of walking around when the show first opened up, and you see so many people participating in this event, and it's like, these are all snowmobilers. These are our people. And just to see that excitement and people come to the booth and ask questions about the new platform and stuff, it's just been extremely positive. So it's been a real treat.
The snowmobile season is a short one, and sometimes through the fall months it'll be hard to get in the mood. That can sure be the case for me anyways, but making the time to visit any one of these types of events I just covered really does kick off my season by resetting my brain from summer to winter. This year, here at the Toronto show is no different. I can already feel my throttle thumb twitching.